Imagine this. You just finished shooting an amazing short film. Everything seems perfect, everything is blessed, but then you get home to check the audio and it's complete dog water. Well, that was me. I somehow, someway managed to save this entire project, and today I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it and how you can never make the same mistake. So first things first, I got hit up by this clothing brand called Pure Hearts from my boy Josh. He wanted to do a short film, and honestly, we had a great concept, great ideas. The actors killed it. It was such a perfect day, honestly. Everything went so smooth. There was a couple public figures in the video also. Bron, he's a public figure comedian, does a lot of Jamaican skits.
Not swallowing anything.
Swallow the switch.
Last time you made me swallow person.
Swallow the switch!
Within the city, great actor, did such a great job. Jay Machiavelli was in it. He's a streamer. Everyone did their part. But when I got home, there was something that I noticed that was done horrifically, brother. I went to skim through the clip and listen to the audio, and all I heard was static. Shut your mouth. Idioting. I was honestly, like, my heart dropped. My heart sank to my ankles, man. Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I really could not believe it. I went to go honestly check out my current microphone. I had a shotgun mic, Rode video mic. I still have it actually. It's a pretty decent mic. And I went to go test it on my camera. Once I realized that the audio wasn't working and it wasn't working on my camera, I'm like, what the hell is wrong? I don't get it. Like, did I not have it plugged in all the way? Because it has a wire, right? It's not a wireless microphone, and it's not one of those ones that connect to the hot shoe of my camera. So it requires a proper transmission and connection that's inserted into the jack. And I was wondering, did I just not plug it all the way in? But I'm like, bro, I'm not that much of a dunce cap. I definitely did that, you know what I mean? But I realized that it wasn't working even when I got home. So I was like, what's going on? And then I tried a different cord just to see if that one was faulty, and that was the case. I was like, bro, the wire was faulty. I did everything correct, but the wire was no good. It was no bueno. So I didn't capture not one single clip. So what that really means is that I'm such an imbecile that every single clip that I recorded didn't capture a single piece of audio due to the friggin' wire. I didn't even do one mic check, one sound check, nothing. I just started rolling. That is so silly of me. So absolutely silly. How, like, brother, if you're a videographer, filmmaker in your space, in your city, you have to do a mic check. You have to do a mic check. Even be excessive with it. Like, they should be annoyed of you that, like, mic check, hold on, quick. If you switch locations, you switch scenes, different shot, mic check. We have to make sure that we're capturing audio. I'm lucky to not have been in any situations where I've recorded a whole YouTube video or something and I didn't realize that I didn't have my mic plugged in all the way or whatever. So I'm like, scrap it. I'm scramming. I'm not even gonna do this all. I've been lucky, but people have told me that's been the case. They'll do like a whole, like, shout out to K Showtime. He said he did a whole park takeover once and there was no audio. He could use the clips for like reels on social media, but like, he can't really put out his real video. He's not gonna voice over the whole video. It's not gonna have that same authentic feel when dialogue is important. You know, you can voice over certain clips of B-roll and things of that nature. When you need your visuals to be compelling, you're gonna need the dialogue to go hand in hand with it. And that's why I was so worried about this. I don't know if I was beating myself up, but I was honestly really hard on myself because I'm like, yo, how could you make such a simple, minimalistic mistake that causes such a big catastrophe, you know? But it was only like my second or third paid gig ever. I'm treating it as if I was 10 years professionally in my craft or something, you know? But I really feel like that was pathetic of me. I'm not gonna lie. I just couldn't believe I overlooked something so small and minuscule. You hear people saying, oh, like, this happened to me, that happened to me. But then you're thinking to yourself, that couldn't happen to me, but it happened to me. You know what I mean? Terrible. I was in a rut, I was panicking, I was having the sweats, and I was thinking, do I have to reshoot this thing? Do I have to just call off the whole project, give back Broski his bread? I don't even want to do that. I was trying to make my bread off this too, but I just didn't know what to do. But then I thought to myself, and I remembered this very one thing, and it saved, or I thought it could save the entire project, but it was gonna be a big risk and a whole lot of other extra tedious work. I had brought an extra shooter and he literally saved my life. Gabe, Genesis Production. Shout out to Genesis.
A lot of people in Dominica, I'm thinking that I'm saying hermano. They look like my brother. That one waiter looked just like you. Yeah.
He literally saved the whole project, single-handedly. He did his big one, not the dinky one, not the little one, by any means at all. He has a Sony A7 IV as well, and he was catching audio from every scene in a different angle. So essentially, he was the B cam. He was, most importantly, the saving grace, the holy grail. Shout out to Genesis Productions one more time, because he saved my gluteus maximus. It was a lot of extra work because I had to sync and salvage all the clips together to make it all be cohesive with one another, and it didn't line up accordingly, and it took a lot of work, but I'm so glad that it all worked out, because that video is now at like 18,000 views on Instagram. It's one of my bigger performing videos to date. Without that backup, this project would have been dead in the water, honestly. I don't even know how I would have made it suffice. I would have had to tell my client how to send the voiceovers from every single actor. That wouldn't even be feasible, honestly. That would be a waste of time. And just too much work for what reason? You know what I mean? It's so crazy to see how far I've come from October till now. It's January 2025. So many scenes were out of focus. I shot the whole thing on my kit lens with it didn't even have a constant aperture, so as I zoom in and change, aperture is always changing, the exposure is off, my color grading was pathetic, so weak those times, and the video still performed pretty well. It was the beginning of the momentum of a whole clothing brand, and I was a part of that, and I'm so thankful to be a part of that, you know? That's what got me up and running, and people started really hitting me up and inquiring about my services within my city. So it was a pretty big project. It was my client's very first Black Friday sale for his clothing brand. It initiated so much growth and momentum organically too, and I honestly believe I'm here today because of that video, truthfully. After that experience, I made a rule to myself to always do a mic check. It doesn't matter how rushed, how behind time I am, if it can't fit or squeeze in or pencil it into my schedule, you have to do a mic check. Check 2, 3, 4, 5 times if you have to. It does not matter. I don't give a damn if it's excessive. Do your mic checks. Even if you're just making content for yourself, like crushing TikToks, crushing XYZ, and you're away from the camera, you're in the distance from your camera, and you have to have like a wireless mic. Do a mic check before. It just takes 2 seconds, brother. Do your mic check. Also invest in getting extra cables, because my mic was fine, but the actual transmission from mic to camera, the wire was faulty. So try to have backup cables, you know, just to make sure everything is certified. That one mistake has probably really made me a better filmmaker, videographer, creative in the long run anyway. So I'm thankful for it. I'm very glad I went through it, and very early in my career, because things could definitely go wrong, for real, you know? So if you're out there, take it from me. Don't assume your gear is always good to go, because it might not be. You might get unlucky. Please do your mic checks, bring extra cables, take that extra second. Just be patient. The gig's not going anywhere. You already got the gig. Be professional and do your mic checks. Check your audio. Because even the smallest of mistakes can snowball into something so much bigger that's out of your control, and you might not be able to salvage or make the video or even your photo shoot suffice. And one more thing, always try to invite one more person. An extra set of eyes, an extra set of hands, somebody to hold some lights or a diffuser, reflector, whatever the case may be. It's beneficial, honestly. I try to bring one of my homies, one of my dogs. People offer, which is kind of cool, which is nice. Just to help out, want to be around some cool stuff, cool environments and whatnot. So definitely try to even just bring a friend. Buy them a lunch after within the budget. Buy them a little $10, $15 meal, whatever the case may be, because you'll need it and it will come in handy for sure. You don't know you need it till you need it. If you got a crazy story with one of your gigs, I'd love to hear it, so drop it in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe. A lot of people are watching the videos and not subscribed. Don't be a hater. Come rock with me. I'm here every week, dropping a little bit of gems, dropping a little bit of my life, and I really appreciate it. Just give me a like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.